Good morning, children. Happy Sunday. This is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. If you're not Toddy One Skip, then you know I am. If you claim to be Toddy One Skip, take all my bills and pay them. Guys, how you doing? How you doing? So I wanted to reach out and just there's not much on Gypsy. She seems to go away. I could sit and regurgitate content that has already been put out there, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that has nothing to do with Gypsy. And if Gypsy's not making news, then I don't want to report on old stuff about her unless it's stuff that comes to light that changes things. However, don't we know? I mean, the majority people that have looked into the case and have followed the case knows that Gypsy really got away with unaliving her mom and doing 8.5 years, you know? And the poor guy, we used to say poor schlub, that she talked into it is doing life in prison. And, you know, he's being messed with too. Is anybody really looking out for Nick Godejohn? I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. NPG Cornerstone, where are they? Where are they? They've had division amongst themselves, and they've called each other a bunch of names. So, I mean, you know, anybody that donated to NPG Cornerstone, ask for your money back. Seriously, where are they helping Nick? Where have they helped Nick? The destruction, I used to make a joke when I was talking about Gypsy Rose about how she was like Pigpen from Charlie Brown, right? So she left a massive destruction, a wake of destruction, if you will, behind her. And she has done that. We see the faces of the people behind her that no longer matter to her, that were either physically hurt by her or emotionally and mentally hurt and used by her. Now, we could blame her using people to get what she wants on her mom up till a certain age. But when does your morals and values kick in? You know, I am not going to believe that because Dee Dee did things to get ahead, and I'm not saying that they were right or wrong, that Gypsy didn't know the difference between right or wrong. You can watch your parent do wrong and know shit they're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody looks at their parent that after a certain age and says, "Oh, they could do no wrong." You know, maybe they can. Maybe I say that, and then I think about people like Mackenzie Sharilla's mom, who in her eyes, I guess her daughter could do no wrong. So maybe there are people that see people like that. I never want to see somebody like that, because people can do wrong and people can do right and people can have slip ups and people can excel in things. That's the facet of a person. That's their layers. That's their characteristics. That's who they are, right? So Gypsy's characteristic, no matter how you look at it, it's selfish. It's all about what she can gain, what she could get, what she wants, what she has in her mind of a picture that she wants us to believe about her, because her picture is more important than who she is. Her picture is much more important than who she is. Now, that being said, it reminds me that I do have a skit in mind that I'm working on with Gypsy, and I probably will, because I enjoy my creative side, and when I come up with an idea, I'm going to go with it, and you guys seem to appreciate that. You know, when Becca and 1980 Millennial and Don Cutting Board Don and Mr. Cutting Board Don came to the house here and made fun of Gypsy's artwork that I had just purchased, that was a pretty good skit. Uncle Jimmy Bobby Big fan. Everybody loves Uncle Jimmy Bobby now. You guys want me to do that once a week? I don't know if we could do that once a week, but I hear what you're saying. I mean, I definitely want to do things that are fun for me and that make you guys laugh, of course. Because in this world, in reality, we're not really laughing all that much right now. So if I could put something out there, that's great. So I have reached out to somebody or reconnected with somebody that I used to be really creative with in my 20s, and we used to write stuff together. And the universe has got us back in contact, and I'm hoping to do some funny stuff there. But to just report and regurgitate Gypsy's shit, it doesn't make any sense unless something new comes out. Gypsy is a horrible person. We know she's a horror. She should have these horns on her head. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my haircut tomorrow, guys. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. This is just a casual little talk I'm having. Guys, Gypsy has made a name for herself, a name that she has tried to change. Because when she came out, there was a way she wanted the world to see her. And then when she kept talking, and other people were talking, and Fancy especially yelling and screaming from the stadium seats, you know, made you look, and you dug in and you saw something's wrong with this picture. I'll give Fancy credit for that, for me, because it wasn't Fancy that made me realize, oh fuck, Gypsy's lying, or what's wrong here. It was Fancy that validated what I was thinking. So that's how that happened with Fancy. And then, you know, anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is Gypsy can be seen by anybody if you just stop. Just stop and watch her actions. Her actions have never been for the benefit of anybody. She's never even talked about benefiting anybody. It's always been about her and what she wants and what's best for her and what she wants. She said, I know nobody. How am I going to advocate? You don't have to know anybody. All you have to do is talk, speak. You had 9 million people. You had 9 million followers at one time, Gypsy. More than a lot of political figures that can do something. You could have started something had you have wanted to, but you didn't. What you wanted to do was you wanted to be a celebrity, and you tried every which way to make that happen. Let me try this. Maybe this will get me in. Maybe this will change my past. Maybe this will. The only thing that was going to help your past, you can't change your past, was to get up and say, I did this. And, you know, say nice things about your mother. Say good things about your mother. Show remorse on her birthdays, on her death day. But you didn't. You forgot half of it. Other people showed remorse. Other people showed, I mean, Nick showed remorse right away. You showed nothing. You were entitled to do that to your mom. You were entitled to live your life on this great big planet just for you, and fuck everybody else, Gypsy. That's your attitude. And yep, that's exactly the way it should be. So, you know, if you saw that part of this video, you'd be like, that's the way. That's the way it should be. Why? Your mom gave you the impression and treated you like you were the most important person in the whole wide world. She should have stopped at you were the most important person in the whole wide world to her. Because you're not the most important person in the whole wide world, and that's where you get confused. You think everybody thinks as highly of you as your mom. Half of us can't even see what the fuck your mom saw in you. You know, half of us think your mom protected the world from you. And that's why you didn't go to regular school. And that's why you were more or less kept away from people, because you were dangerous. You were the problem. Your mom had a monster. And she didn't cage it. No, she enhanced your life so that anything you could need or want you would get without harming anybody. That's my opinion. That's my opinion, because we know what happens when you don't get what you want. We've seen that. We've seen that. So as Gypsy says goodbye and I bid her a farewell, life will go on. We'll hear about Gypsy again. You know that we will. I don't know how long she's going to stay gone for, but I don't want to report on stupid things about her, you know. I'd rather report on something that maybe can help and change the world, you know. And I do think fake Munchausen by proxy is something that definitely needs to be addressed. I do think that, you know, Gypsy's crime has been used as an excuse for a few people. It's motivated people to do the wrong thing. To do the wrong thing. Because, hey, listen, 8.5 years, you know, I'm 18, I get out. I'm not even 30 years old yet. Get on social media, become an infamous celebrity. Why not? That's what it looks like to people, yeah? That's what it looks like to ignorant people. Because people think Gypsy, some people think, and usually it's younger kids, but they could do damage, right? I think that Gypsy's a shit. She unalived her obese mom who couldn't even fight back. Yeah, she's the shit, all right. She's full of it, too. Guys, I just wanted to reach out and tell you where I'm at with Gypsy. So I want to cover the Mackenzie Sharilla case, the Delphi case, you know, bridge guy. And I think I'm doing that with Uncorked with Brandy. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what we're doing. I want to still do the Whitakers on the other page. The Whitakers, guys, inbred family from Odd, West Virginia. Isn't that funny? Odd, West Virginia, and that's where they're from. But there's a new family helping them out. So we'll see what's going on there. And yeah. Guys, I appreciate you. I thank you so much. Those that have taken the time to email me and send me good wishes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And what do I say? Be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. And if you can't, you know, maybe stay home and don't affect people. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you.